Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In our last video we have discussed about the variation method, and now we will discuss about the perturbation theory and its application for the helium atom. First of all, what is the meaning of perturbation? It means some kind of displacement or some kind of disturbance. As we discussed about the helium atom here, then there is a perturbation or disturbance due to the various interaction takes place within the system. The basic principle of this theory is that we should know the solution of Schrodinger equation for unperturbed system, and with the help of this solution we will calculate the energy for perturbed system. Consider that the nodes in equation number 4 represent the unperturbed system and equation number 2 is for the perturbed system. It is possible to solve the Schrodinger equation for unperturbed system, and by this we can find out the disturbance, that is delta H is equals to H cap minus H cap naught. Similarly, we can find out the disturbance in energy and in wave function. By rearranging these equations 3, 4 and 5, we will get equation number 6, 7 and 8. Okay, now what we have done is we will write an equation for our system, that is equation number 9, and by solving this equation number 9 we will get equation number 10. Now we will replace the unperturbed term of energy with the unperturbed Hamiltonian term, and this will cancel out as the disturbance, and this will cancel out and we get equation number 11. As we know that the disturbance or the perturbation is very small, so we can neglect it. Now after neglecting the equations we will get equation number 12. Okay, now what will happen is we will multiply the right hand side and left hand side with psi star. After multiplying with psi star, we will integrate the equation within the limits from plus infinity to minus infinity. As we know that our wave function is normalized, then the right hand side term becomes 1. That is, normalized condition is psi star psi theta is equals to 1. Then the equation number left hand side of equation number 14 becomes 1. Now we get a equation number 15. After solving this equation of 15 and after solving the equation number 15, it is easy to calculate the term for the perturbation system. And the equation number 15, the left hand side terms becomes 0. So the equation number 15 can be written as given in equation number 16. Now the terms from the equation number 16 is delta E, psi, delta H, and we can put these values easily, and after putting these values we get an equation which is for the energy of the perturbed system. Now we can apply the perturbation method for helium atom. Let us apply this theory for the helium atom. Here the main disturbance or perturbation is due to the electron-electron interaction, and this electron-electron interaction is called as correction or perturbation term. First of all, as we written in the variation principle also, we have to write the Hamiltonian terms. So here also we are writing the Hamiltonian for our system. Now as we consider the variation method, there is only one electron present in helium atom. That means we are discussing about the helium plus. So here also we are discussing about the helium plus atom. We will consider a Hamiltonian for the system in which only first electron is present, and the Hamiltonian term for the equation for the system in which only second electron is present. And if both the electrons are present, then there is an interaction between electron terms, and that is represented by 1 upon R12. Now the equation or the Hamiltonian equation as given in the equation number 4 becomes as given in the equation number 4. Now we have to write an energy expression for our system. So equation number 5 represents the energy expression. Now, as we know that our helium atom consists of 2 electrons, so that's why for every single electron there is a wave function for it, and our wave function for the system is considered as the combination of these two wave function, that is phi 1 and phi 2. Now after this, the equation number, by putting all the values in equation number 5, we get equation which is represented in the equation number 7. As we discussed earlier, this double integration represents the 2 electrons, because the helium atom contains 2 electrons, that's why we have to put the double integration sign. Now after simplifying this equation, we will get equation number 8. If we considering only the correction term or the perturbation term, then we can write it as a J, and here J represents the average Coulombic repulsion energy. By solving the equation number 9, we get the value of J, and that is 5/8 Z. Now the equation number 8 can be written as equation number 11. After solving, substituting the values, as we know the Schrodinger equation as H phi is equals to Si is equals to E psi. Now substituting the values in equation number 11, we will get a simple equation, which is equation number 12. The energy for the system with 2 electrons is equals to 2 E naught plus J. Here we know the energy E naught, because E naught is the energy for the 1 electron system, and we can easily calculate from the Schrodinger equation. Now by putting these values in equation number 12, we will get the energy for our system as minus 2.75 AU, minus 74.8 electron volts, and minus 1.196 into 10 to the power 17 joule. And as you see, as you can compare this energy with the energy calculated in variation principle, you will get the approximate similarity between these two values. Now we can calculate the potential, ionization potential as well. So we can define the ionization potential as it is the minimum energy required to remove a single electron from an isolated gaseous and neutral atom. So we can calculate it as ionization potential is equal to minus 2.75, then it is 0.75 or 20.4 electron volt. As we know that our system or the wave function of our system is consist of 2 wave function, phi 1 and phi 2. As both the electrons, the value of phi are same, then the wave function can be easily calculated by simply multiplying these two wave function, and after multiplying these two wave function, the value the root sign will be removed, and we get a wave function for our system also. So by this we can easily calculate energy as well as wave function for helium atom by applying perturbation theory. I hope this video is helpful for you, and if you have any doubts, then you can ask me in the comment section. I will provide you the link of this PPT in the description box, so you can easily download it from there. And thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much.